Hi there. Due to some adult content in this week's episode, parental discretion is advised.
Just Cheesy the Podcast, presented by Just Cheesy Productions.
Hi there. I'm your host, Fondue.
I'm Cheesy.
In this week's episode, we're going to be talking about cheese advertisements.
Ooh.
We're going to hear about a literal record made of cheese.
Ooh.
We're going to talk about ads that have been banned.
Oh no.
We're talking offensive,
Ooh.
rude, crude, and socially unacceptable cheese ads.
Oh no.
And of course, no episode would be complete without our very cheesy joke.
Joke.
Stay tuned for episode 98, Bad Ads, on Just Cheesy, the podcast. According to the ShelbyReport.com, California Freestyle collaborated with Real California Milk.
Ooh.
And this might actually be one of the best advertising campaigns for cheese.
Whoa.
They produced a literal record made of cheese.
What?
It started as a 14-inch, 12-pound wheel of California cheese.
Wow.
The cheese casing was removed, as well as a 1-inch high, 7-inch space to insert a special vinyl gold record.
Ooh.
It was pressed into the cheese wheel surface.
Whoa.
All the edges were sealed with wax.
Whoa.
And the limited edition California Freestyle cheese record was made playable on a regular turntable.
Holy cow.
The record was taken around during the summer to various destinations in California, and you could see it in 2022 online at realcaliforniamilk.com.
Wow.
And believe it or not, it's already time for my favorite segment.
This week in cheese.
According to the BBC.com, the TfL, which is the Transport for London, banned a print ad that read, "From crunching numbers to selling cheese online, it all happens at Workspace."
Okay.
The ad is very simple, and it looks like just one wheel of cheese.
Okay.
According to CultureCheeseMag.com, the TfL blocked Cheese Geek's ad in August,
Whoa.
and it said they did not comply with its advertising policy.
Oh, no.
They said, and I quote, "It uses the Food Standards Agency's model to define foods that are high in fat, sugar, and salt."
Oh.
Cheese Geek is an online cheese shop, and it was launched by Edward Hancock in 2017.
Yeah.
It says here that he was really frustrated with the decision because advertisements frequently feature fizzy drinks, alcohol, and very processed foods.
Oh.
It seems a lot of the sentiment isn't new. According to marketing.ie, the Broadcasting Authority of Ireland also announced outcomes of public consultation regarding rules applied to advertising of high-fat, salt, and sugar foods for children.
Oh.
And these rules go back all the way to 2012.
Whoa.
They limit 25% of advertising sold by a broadcaster for food and drink.
Wow.
Lots of foods made it to the restricted list,
Uh-oh.
like potato crisps, breakfast cereals,
Aw.
biscuits, cakes, confectionery,
Aw.
French fries, most pizzas,
Oh, no.
mayonnaise, colas, and other carbonated sweetened drinks.
Ooh.
They also restricted sausages, burgers, butter,
What?
margarine, milkshakes, and fruit juices.
Aw.
According to the NewYorkPost.com, the UK banned an ad showing a girl eating cheese while hanging upside down.
Oh.
The ad was in 2022 for Dairy Lee cheese.
Okay.
It showed two young girls hanging upside down from a post where they were discussing where food went when you hung upside down.
Oh.
Then one of the girls ate a piece of cheese. The parent company, Mondelez, said the ad was targeted toward parents.
Okay.
But the Advertising Standards Authority said that children could try to emulate the actions they saw in the commercial,
Ooh. Oh no.
and that it may be dangerous to eat while hanging upside down.
Ooh.
So the ad was removed.
Right.
Once again in the UK, according to the NewYorkPost.com, a dopey dad stereotype cream cheese ad was banned in the UK.
Oh.
This time, Philadelphia cream cheese had an ad which showed two brand new fathers getting distracted and they left their babies on a conveyor belt.
Oh no.
It says here that officials said the commercial, quote, relied on the stereotype that men were unable to care for children as well as women and implied that the fathers had failed to look after the children properly because of their gender.
Ooh.
The ad was pulled because the new rules in the UK ban gender stereotypes,
Okay.
quote, which are likely to cause harm or serious or widespread offense.
Wow.
Philadelphia brand cream cheese is not a sponsor.
Nope.
But when they are, their ad will go right here. Have you ever wanted to listen to the web?
Yeah.
Well, Newsly makes that possible.
They do.
They're an all-in-one audio super app for iOS and Android.
Super app.
You can listen to trending articles on the web on topics that you choose and get them read to you in a natural human voice.
What kind of topics?
Sports,
Cheese?
tech, business, science.
Cheese?
I'm sure there's even cheese.
Yay!
They even have an entire section for podcasts.
Are we there?
Of course we are.
Ooh.
It's one of my new favorite podcast apps. They even have digital radio.
Holy cow.
Just go to www.newsly.me to download it free.
Whoa.
Or use the link in the description. If you use the promo code CHEESY, that'll get you 1 month free premium subscription.
Yay, Newsly.
Now, back to the podcast. According to ChinaGlobalSouth.com, an Egyptian dairy company called Greenland Dairy had to take down a new TV commercial for its spreadable cheese product.
Oh no.
Apparently, the cheese product commercial featured an angry Chinese boss berating local employees for eating a snack rather than being at work.
Uh-oh.
The ad was so controversial that they said that it might jeopardize the flow of Chinese foreign investment into the country of Egypt.
Whoa.
The next few ads contain things like fat shaming and lewd content. Parental discretion may be advised.
Ugh.
According to odt.co.nz, back in 2008, there was an advertisement that was upheld by the Advertising Standards Complaints Board as being lacking in taste but not offensive.
Ooh.
The commercial shows some people eating cheese and drinking wine.
Yum.
The advertisement goes on to make fun of people's names.
Uh-oh.
And they remark that Trudy is quote-unquote a fat girl's name.
Ooh.
And they go on to say that she may lose weight, but her name never will.
Oh no.
The Television Commercials Approvals Bureau in New Zealand defended the advertisement.
Okay.
They didn't think it breached basic board principles relating to stereotypes, humor, and satire.
Okay.
But they regretted that people were offended by the use of the name Trudy.
Huh.
But they also said they thought it was a random choice with no intention of actually referring to any real person.
Whoa.
According to NPR.org, in 2012, there were billboards in Albany, New York that talked about slathering on the guilt.
Uh-oh.
These billboards were taken out by Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, and they show things like
Oh no.
thighs. It says it was a picture of a woman's thigh, and it said, "Your thighs on cheese."
Oh.
And the next one was the exposed belly of a man, and it said, "Your abs on cheese."
Aw.
Neil Barnard of the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine has advocated a vegan diet as the healthiest, and he says that Americans would be better off with a clean break.
Okay.
But many of the Albany residents said that they had driven past the billboards and thought the images were obnoxious and offensive.
Oh.
Barnard even ran a billboard in Wisconsin portraying the Grim Reaper wearing a cheesehead hat.
Oh no.
Parmesan cheese is no stranger to advertising issues.
Nope.
According to the website topclassactions.com, from 2016 there were 16 different Parmesan cheese ads that were considered to be false advertisements.
Whoa.
And we've heard about this before.
Yeah.
This goes back to the 100% grated Parmesan cheese claim.
Yep.
That was false because the products contained cellulose as a filler.
Oh yeah.
These ads sparked class action lawsuits in California, Florida, Illinois, Minnesota, Missouri, and New York.
Whoa.
But according to TheGuardian.com, in an article from 2015, says that the Parmigiano-Reggiano Cheese Consortium has been weighing legal action against the website Pornhub.
Oh no.
The consortium accused Pornhub of vulgar use of the cheese in a new advertisement.
Ooh.
In 2015, Pornhub, which receives about 78 billion video views a year,
Whoa.
launched a subscription service.
Oh.
The ad apparently shows a happy couple at the supermarket. The couple says, "Why don't we get this aged Parmigiano Reggiano?"
Yeah.
They say it's the Pornhub premium of cheeses.
Oh no.
The advertisement was trying to convince people in the U.S. to pay $9.99 a month for videos.
Wow.
One part of the controversy is that they use the term Parmigiano Reggiano and not the term Parmesan, which can be used generically in the U.S. But they also said that likely wouldn't have made a difference in their case.
Wow.
And according to Today.com, Kraft had to remove a campaign after a lot of backlash.
Uh-oh.
In October of 2020, Kraft launched a hashtag Send Nudes,
Oh no.
Noods, promotion.
Oh boy.
It allowed fans to send a free box of mac and cheese or a coupon to a loved one.
Aw.
But they say the advertisement bordered on risque.
Yeah.
And the Send Nudes is a common noodle pun that appears on a lot of t-shirts.
Yeah.
The campaign was not very well received, saying it's a family company.
Oh.
And people were especially outraged because children actually eat the mac and cheese.
Oh.
And with all of the controversy, Kraft took down the campaign.
I'm ready for a joke, Fondue.
Okay, what is Cheese's favorite line in a commercial?
I don't know.
Some of us may be Gouda, but we're all great.
Wow.
Get it? We're all great?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that one was pretty good and a little bit cheesy. Thanks for listening to Just Cheesy the Podcast, episode 98, Bad Ads.
Thank you.
We're just 2 episodes away from our 100th episode extravaganza,
Woo, extravaganza.
where we look forward to telling you a lot of our favorite things.
Stay cheesy, everybody.